Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. What up, though? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Marq Nash. He is I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats, man. We got to talk about it. Man, that verses just went down in a major way, and I loved it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was in here screaming at the top of my lungs, about to wake up the neighbors, trying to put my daughter to sleep. But then they'll play another one of them bangers on me. Oh man, that shit took me back, man. It took me back. The joint took me back. A lot of great music. I'm gonna open the phone lines up. I'm gonna let you guys call in and let me know what y'all thought of the verses, what y'all thought of the battle, who y'all think won. I got a survey in the chat right now. Got a live survey in the chat. I'm asking y'all who won the battle. Call me now. Let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna drop the link. It's gonna be a good conversation. It's your man Marq Nash breaking beats. Let's start the show, baby.
This that squad
Yeah, man. What a night. What a night. Good night of hip hop. Oh my god, I enjoyed every bit of that. Um, it looked like would you like to get the thanks for coming on so I'm supposed to be getting I'm trying to get this the song list. Trying to get this song list. Maybe I gotta text him. Maybe I gotta text him. But yeah, man. Wow. Wow. Now I didn't know this versus. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I didn't know this versus was going down, and it was right here in Atlanta, right where your boy at. My bad. I didn't even know this versus was happening until it started happening, and I was like, I got some kind of alert or some kind of email say, "Hey, versus blah 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 blah," and I was like, "Okay, versus tonight, A Ball, MJG, UGK. Oh man, I gotta watch this. Let's go." And sure enough, that shit started turning up, bro. Soon as I turned it on, first of all, they started pretty much on time. I think that's the first time I seen one of these verses. Seemed like they started on time, and it was lit. Now I ain't gonna lie, it was some times in there where it like man, you just wish Pimp C was alive, not just to do a verses. I mean, you want to see the brother alive, but he would have tore that shit up tonight. Oh my god, he would have killed that. He would have killed it. Like that dude, Pimp C was definitely a star, man. He was an entertainer, and you realize how dope he was when you hearing Bun B and them trying to do his verses. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they did the best they could, but it's nothing like Pimp C doing that thing his damn self, bro. They had a lot of guest stars come out. It was right here in Atlanta, like I said. So let me try to get a couple of these screenshots so y'all know what I mean when I say these things. But damn, did they take it down? Bro, they don't took the shit down. Oh no. I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna find it. A shout out to everybody pulling up. Shout out to my guy Seen and Unseen. What up, though? Man, this was a good battle, bro. This shit was so dope. The bars was like, first of all, for the most part, the dudes kept their breath. One of the highlights for me, it had to be when Tila came out and Jazzy Faye, and they did there's some girls with no clothes showing up, shaking that ass in the club, nigga. What? Oh my god! I was like, turn out, nigga. Yo, I was so geeked, yo. I was so geeked. I was so geeked about that joint, yo. He said I missed it. Oh man, that joint had me hyped, bro. Bro, I was so hyped for this versus, bro. I didn't. First of all, I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did because Pimp C, is no longer with us. But damn, man, them songs still hit, yo. And his voice was just piercing through. Like when you just hear his voice come through, oh my god, like it was just magnificent for me. I was just it was crazy. I saw Bun B look like he was gonna break down a couple times, but he held it together. My guy Megazar all the way from Texas. What's up, man? Them damn ad libs, them Pimp C ad libs. Smoke some bitch.
Hey man, I'm telling you, that was my entire adolescent childhood, and man, damn, boy, I know my son was wondering what the hell was going on, bro.
That shit was turning up, bro.
That shit was great, bro. That shit was great, man. Damn, that was great. That's the top 5 verses for me.
Top 5.
That's the top 5 for me, man.
I think I know damn near every song on this verses, bro.
I knew I did. I was 95%. And even if I couldn't rap the lyrics all the way through, I knew the goddamn hook.
Yeah. You're right. Got my guy Clips in here too. What up, Clips?
What up, though?
What up, though?
Already. Verzuz, already?
Hey,
man.
What
already.
Man, hold up.
Hold
Smoke
up.
some, bitch.
Hold up.
I'm going to put it in the air for the pimp. Oh,
Man.
my God. Hey, yo. Hey, this is the perfect panel for this, because at the point I was about to make my takeaway, because I was going back and forth. I had a lot of shit going on, so I didn't get to watch the whole thing. MC's the MC. Isn't that kind of why we do this shit? Did you see how Pimp was in the building, even though the nigga been dead for how long?
Bruh.
Wasn't my nigga all in that building?
Bruh. And
I think I heard the voice of Pimp C say Atlanta ain't the South. God damn it. I thought I heard him say right there in Atlanta, I thought I heard it go say it ain't the South. God damn it, I have to adjust my timepiece when I go to Atlanta.
Hey, man, all I'm going to say is this, man. Pimp C will win a versus by his damn self, bro.
You say he what?
Pimp C will win a versus by itself, bro. Pimp C versus a win a versus by itself.
Hell yeah.
It's just, hey, man, like I said, for me, hearing all of those songs, that was the soundtrack to my adolescence. I mean, from as early as 6 years old to currently. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not a biased dude. I love Ball and MJG. And I don't think they get enough credit for that album on Bad Boy, Living Legends. When they performed the shit with Lloyd, bro, come on, bro. I lost my shit. Cause I wasn't expecting it that early. I lost my shit, bro.
Yeah, it was just, and what I really liked about it though was I was on that channel's feed watching it, and I was looking at the live comments, and you know what made me feel so good, brothers, was watching all the young boys like, wow, MJG really spits, because it's like everybody remembers Bun B because said the hip hop community has held down the UGK name. And Bun B has been such a soldier holding the flag down by himself.
Right.
But a lot of people who weren't really old enough or in the know, they really kind of missed the relevance of why motherfucking 8Ball and MJG or 8Ball and MJG. Like, if you weren't old enough to either look like they looked on Coming Out Hard, or that was the way older brothers and the big homies dressed. You know what I'm talking about, Megazar, how they looked on the Coming Out Hard album.
I know exactly what you mean.
If you ain't old enough to remember when niggas look like that, you don't really understand how important 8Ball and MJG are. Space age pimping? Stop it.
Nah, bro. I had to tell dudes on Twitter, this is top 5 verses. You wasn't outside, so you can't argue with me. Like I was like, bro, you wasn't outside. You can't argue with me, bro.
Man, I love the way you say that, Megazar. And it's not like, ooh, I'm older than you, you don't know shit, or I'm a real nigga and you a fake nigga. But if you weren't really outside and out fucking around, then yeah, you might know the Billboard Top 40, but you don't know what niggas was slapping back then.
Man, this
Pocket full of stones?
Come on, bro.
Let's
Coming out hard,
nigga, let's go.
bro. Friend or foe,
Man,
Oh
you better
my
stop
God.
playing with him.
bro.
Space age pimping.
Oh, come on. I ain't even. I ain't gotta say that. That's obvious.
Yeah, I said that earlier. Like, man, that's space age
316.
pimping. That's
Hey, Clips, 316, bro. Say he did 36. Bun B did 3. Say, man, people don't know nothing about that shit, man.
Man, I'm telling you, they don't know shit about it. Or motherfucking my favorite thing. Y'all, we real hip hop heads. Let's go on and give these men their flowers with no motherfucking fertilizer. They just gonna get flowers today because, yeah, one of the best hip hop albums ever. Most slept on, best hip hop albums from front to back ever was 8 Ball's Double Disc Loss. Tell me I'm lying.
Lost, yeah.
One of the best ever, all ever, to quote E40, the best all ever.
Nah, but man, like I said, this was for me. Once I saw it, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm stopping everything I'm doing. I gotta watch this.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta watch it." Bro, one day you're here, the next day you're gone.
Bad.
It's just so much, man. Let me see. I remember being and say they left one on the table. Say if you're a real Ball and G fan, they left one of two of their biggest joints on the table. They left Don't Flex, baby. I want to see you touch the toes in that dress, baby. They left that and they left Pussy, Weed, and Alcohol. They left
That
them on
was Willie D though. They'd have to pull out Willie D for that. That's more Willie D song. They just a feature.
Hey, they did. They was a feature on the Tila song.
Hey,
Oh my God!
That Tila, I so
Go.
tired of falling, cause it's too man. Don't let me. Tila's Peace of Mind.
Yeah.
Yo, man, when that motherfucker Jazzy Faye and Tila was doing it, there's hoes, no clothes, no.
Yeah, that's different.
That ass in the club, nigga. What?
Yeah, that's different right there.
Oh my
that's
God,
different.
bro! I was in here, and what's the joint? What I forgot the joint. What's the joint where Pimp start off and he says, other nigga shit don't come back right. That's how niggas get caught trying to find that cheaper price. My G, when I say I was in here screaming that shit at the top of my lungs.
Let's get the road. Let's get
that.
MCP A Trill nigga. Polo, fuck that hill figure. Made myself a ghetto star. Bro, they played pull a kick though. Say, bro.
I'm about to pull a kick down.
Bro,
lay down on the floor, want the keys in. Oh my God.
Say, bro, they played pull a kick though.
I missed that. Oh my God, I'd have lost my mind. I might have flipped the table had I heard kick though.
Bro, I did, bro. When I heard this game fucked up, I ain't got no friends, and I done spent my last $70,000 on the drop top bin. And I'm a trill nigga, about to put that 45 to his hit, man, bro. It just brought back. It took me exactly to what the fuck I was doing when we was jamming. It took me exactly to that point, and I was in this whole raging. Like literally, like they used to play that music, bro. We would fight to that shit, bro. There was a soundtrack to my ignorance, bro. Like, of course, I'm able to look back in retrospect, but bro, that whole shit. When and then the thing about it is 8 Ball and MJG balances out because they was on some player shit, pimp shit. UGK was on that, but when they hit that corner, that crunk shit, yeah, bro, they did dues paid, bro. I used to rap. Bro, they rapped that, man, bro. A C note for a concert. I know that sounds preposterous. Nigga, we didn't have a pot to piss, so we got on stage and we rocked the bitch. Fuck the cheese. I love to see my niggas in the front row get buck wild, start a fight. The police make a nigga stop the shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro, that was the soundtrack to my adolescence, bro.
You ain't got to tell me, man. Like I told you, when I was in the Southwest, You know, we used to we that's why, you know, I always tell people like you even on that damn Party album, you hear I be screwing my shit and everything. Like we was heavily Texas influenced, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because we had a lot of friends from Texas. And so we drive out to Texas and everything. I tell niggas all day, I'm old enough to remember when we had to go to Texas to get a screw tape.
Yeah.
Because screw tapes weren't just, you know, that you had to go to where they have screw tapes because no, that shit was still just some Texas shit.
You had to go to Robert Davis to get a screw. You couldn't just, you had to go to Robert Davis himself to get a screw tape.
I was about to say, what I had to do was go to my homeboy who stayed in Killeen, get with his cousin who stayed in Third Ward, and have them give a, like, for real, I'll never forget that. It was a whole production. But every time we went to Texas to go make our little runs, it was like, nah, there would be times where, nigga, we need to be getting back home. Y'all ain't got, you know, y'all feel what I'm talking about. Niggas need to be going back home, but we bullshitting extra hours trying to wait to link up with cuz because, man. Hey, man, give me one of them tapes, man. That shit was fire. Yeah. I swear to God.
He said, did UGK play Pinky Rain? My boy DJ said he missed it.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear Pinky Rain.
I heard it. I'm trying to get the track list right now, y'all, so bear with me.
Oh, you cool? Yeah, me and Megazar are just vibing because I'm kind of glad I see Megazar because that was one of the things I was thinking. I was like, man, I said, I know them Texas boys feeling real good right now because I ain't even from Texas. And the nigga in me has always been so proud of both Bum and Pimp C, but especially the way the way Bum B held that flag down is just so honorable. The closest I could compare to it is them. Remember when Capone and Noriega and Capone kept going to jail and how Nori just kept them niggas relevant for all them years, almost 10 years by himself?
Right.
Yeah.
Bum B's doing that times a million because, you know, Pimp gone. And then, like I said, the way I love the way when he stopped. I watched that part where he stopped and he was like, I bet y'all thought I was going to have all these other people come out here and do Pimp's verses. Man, can't nobody do Pimp but Pimp. So when y'all hit, and he looked at the audience and he said, come on now, we did this with 5 days preparation now. When Pimp's in the building, y'all let him know he's in the building. And then after that, and my Megazar, you saw that after that, how the crowd was, Pimp was in the building.
Man,
that's
Pimp C is one of the illest characters.
Sorry about that.
One of the illest characters ever in hip hop, man.
Ever.
Like, you know, the magnanimous personality. Pimp C really embodied he really embodied Texas, bro. Like Pimp C was one of them people that, like, you could tell he had people in Dallas. You could tell he had people in Houston. But he was a Port Arthur. Like Port Arthur dudes, they like that. Port Arthur dudes got some of every major Texas city in them, bro.
Yeah. Well, then again, it is that coastal town where a lot of y'all Texas boys with money, y'all go out to Corpus Christi and Port Arthur to fuck off in the summer.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, a real Port Arthur nigga, he a player who, you know what I'm saying, he a player who's getting it statewide just because, yeah, it's coming to him.
Statican, bro, you breaking up. You in the Matrix.
Who, me?
Yeah, you sound like you was in the Matrix.
Oh, shit. Nah. I don't know.
Let's say what you said again.
No, I said, like, if you a real nigga, if you know how Texas works and that whole little Gulf Coast, all them little towns on the coast like Port Arthur, that's where all, like, them Texas boys and even them Louisiana boys, they go and fuck off for their summers when it gets hot. They be down at the coast. So if you a real nigga from Port Arthur, you're getting money, that means you're tapped in statewide because the money's coming to you.
Yeah.
You ain't got to go around the state looking for niggas because rich niggas is coming to your city just to ball. To where if you the man in a city like Port Arthur, you would have that sort of Chad Butler sort of nigga. Hold up, bitch.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you know, like remember how Jay-Z always said in the interview during the Big Pimpin' video, how like, you know, it's like, yeah, the whole video shoot was pretty much about Pimp C. Just the little things he was saying and doing were just like, you know, like I remember the interview where Pimp C did something and everybody was laughing because every time Pimp C would say something or do something and walk away, Jay-Z would look at somebody and be like, that dude's a fucking star.
Go ahead, Megatar.
No, I was just saying, man, like literally, I know dudes that moved from PAT that was here And I know dudes from Houston that move here and like such, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like back then we were such on the same accord, man, as Texas boys. I mean, somewhere down the line, you know, it got missed. We still, I mean, everybody still rock together, but we were such on the same accord back in those days, man. Like they set it up to where, like, wherever you was from, when Nemesis had shit going on, people around Texas fucked with Nemesis. Shout out to my bro Rakim Al Jabbar. That's his dad is Big Al. You know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to think of this, when all those when 25 Lighters on My Dresser first hit, we were all on that same wave, man. We all was on that same shit. And it really was because UGK galvanized the entire state. Like UGK was UGK was Texas spokesman for a while, bro. Like real talk.
I agree with that as a non-Texas nigga in the Southwest. Like you respected rap a lot. But you know, Jay Prince is such a boogeyman and so whatever. But I remember them early days on Jive Records. Like when these niggas, like they said, how they would go to towns. And I always tell people, it was groups like UGK. I knew about Master P long before any of the DRU picks.
It's getting staticky, Clips.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Must be the...
Hey, you good now? Go ahead.
Yeah, but I just remember being in the Southwest where you would catch these were real dudes who they'd pull up to Phoenix, pull up to Santa Fe, they'd pull up to these small little towns and actually, no, they ain't doing their show. They out here fucking with y'all because it's back in the days where they still selling CDs out the trunk. So, you know what I'm saying? They need that fan rapport. And it was one of the realest things because like Bun B often said in rhymes, yeah, he'd be out there and yeah, he's looking you in your face. You know what I'm saying? Not the UGK, a lot of them No Limit boys and all like that. I could personally vouch for that, especially on that Southwest culture.
Matrix.
They were like,
you in the Matrix again. You going in the Matrix, bro.
I'm not doing it. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, you can't hear.
Yeah, they definitely were ambassadors.
Yo, you can't hear, but I can hear. Cut your camera off. Sometimes cutting your camera off might help. I learned that on Jules Gaming Lounge. Go ahead now.
Yeah, I was just agreeing with Megazar and just adding my own little color to it. Like I saw firsthand what he's talking about as they are ambassadors. You know what I'm saying? Like these were groups that it was like when they were just coming out on Jive, you would get excited when they came back to your town because the first time they came, they actually came and fucked with you. You feel what I'm saying? You'd be like, oh, damn, who these Texas boys say? Oh, we got a show going on, blah, blah, blah. Oh, word, especially you young as hell. And you ain't even old enough to go to the show, but you loved it because you got to hang out and around niggas because they was chilling in barbershops on the corners. You know what I'm saying? Just hanging out. Real niggas.
And you know who you could touch like that also? A-Ball and MJG. Because they were mix, bro. Like, that's when, like, honestly, that first wave of South hip-hop, everybody was unified, bro.
Man, you ain't even lying. Like, I remember Tony Draper and them Suave House boys when they'd come to a city. They kicking it. You lightweight tripping because, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Tila done fucked on your homeboy's bitch. And you lightweight laughing like, you bumping Tila and he getting salty because it's like, Tila fucked your bitch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, these were real to where that's what, that was what South music was for me growing up. It was like, I loved East Coast. I love West Coast. But it seemed like the Southern artists from Texas that I was dealing with and some of them other cats, you know what I'm saying? But it was mostly Texas boys and 8-Ball and MJG for sure. You know, Tony Draper had cats from all over the South in that Suave House camp. But I remember them camps, they were so tangible. And that just was the coolest thing to me. They were so like, these are real people.
Nah, really, it was for the longest. Before Outkast made LaFace a viable hip hop, it was Suave House and Rap a Lot, bro. Like it wasn't nothing else. It was Suave House and Rap a Lot, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you was in the South, you know, later Master P, came with No Limit and Cash Money.
Yeah, that's like 10, 15 years after the time we talking. Like that's almost 10, 15 full years. Because I remember late 80s, 90s, you ain't lying. It was Rap a Lot and Suave House. They UGK were on Jive, but they always toured with Rap a Lot. Or they just did shit by themselves, like Pimp C would always talk about. Nigga, we did this ourselves. Fuck these niggas. He had his mama go book a show. Because his mama was his manager.
Real talk. And then what they was on Rap a Lot Job. Then it became Rap a Lot Job. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, 8-Ball MJG was always Suave House. But for me, I wasn't keeping score because like it was like when the RZA and DJ Premier did it. I wasn't keeping score. Like that shit is just one of them things where this shit was essential to my growth as a thinker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in terms of actual rap and learning the ins and out of rapping and how I like certain cuts and scratches, that was Primo and RZA. But in terms of surviving out here, like where I'm from, that was essential to my thought process, essential to the lessons that I was learning. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like it was coinciding with what I was seeing. And so to hear dudes speak the language that I hear the big bros I looked up to speaking, that shit was just it was just so gratifying. And then to hear it today back, of course, when I'm playing it in my whip, I feel it. But to see that everybody was celebrating, everybody in the chat was on, it's like, nah, bro, you get to realize that this hip hop thing is a worldwide language, man. It's a worldwide language that God gifted us in the States. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where it started from, this thing was nurtured and it grew from the mind of any city of youths who the world pretty much was shitting on. And now you look at it today in its form, in its evolved form, and it's a jewel. You know what I'm saying? It's a jewel that could galvanize any and everybody.
And you ain't lying there. Hip hop's always been the people's platform, as well as the hip hop has been so much to, like, it started in the parks of the Bronx, but East Coast don't own it. Yes, it comes from it. It has its African roots, but I'm sorry, I'm about to piss some people off. Black people, we don't own it. Because hip hop is God's lingo.
It's God's lingo, bro.
And so anybody like, yo, it's so funny. Hey, yo, dig this out. I'm going to type this nigga's name in the private chat, YouTube. Check this nigga out. My son been on bullshit, and he put me on to a Chinese rapper. Crazy as fuck. A Chinese rapper who be rapping in Mandarin. This nigga's like a Chinese Drake. And then to go what Megazar was saying about how anybody that felt like, you know, anybody who felt impoverished, like hip hop is the language of the downtrodden. You know, hip hop's for the babies, but it's for the babies because it's for the young at heart. That's how you could see. That's what I love about these verses. We've talked about this on and off camera, Mark, how it feels so good to see some of these brothers, because it disgusts me that once a rapper or somebody who's not even a rapper, say he does music that people classify as hip hop, reaches his late 20s, he's washed, and if he ain't a millionaire or whatever, blah, 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 you need to go and hang it up, go get a job at Walmart. Meanwhile, Steven Tyler and Rolling Stones and all these other motherfuckers, they are 90 years old, literally dying on stage and still able to tour and still relevant. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, man, our guys can still do it. Our legends are around us. These ain't just old niggas and washed up niggas. These are treasures that should be honored and celebrated. Nigga, whether you may not know who UGK and 8-Ball and MJG are, but guess what, nigga? If you are born after the year 1980, whatever, they raised you, bruh.
They raised you. And
you may not never know who Chad Butler was, but hold up, bitch. You owe something to the pimp. If you can't keep it real for the motherfucking pimp, then you just ain't on code, because you don't know the motherfucking history of this. Like you was talking about Chad's personality, that was what made him dope. He wasn't like an old dirty bastard, sort of buffoonish Big Daddy Kane ass nigga. I mean, Bismarcky ass nigga, excuse me. He was just a Southern player who, if anyone ever been around a real Southern player, he was that real thing, but he's in front of a camera. He's on a microphone. Man, how potent was that? Especially, I want Megazar's take, because you a Texas nigga, so I know hearing Pimp, that's like seeing the nigga that's up the block or hearing your uncle. That shit probably fucked with you, didn't it?
Man, it's just like I tell you, he was like the spokesperson for Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I love technicality. I love lyrics. So Bun B was always my favorite. But nobody in the history of rap set off tracks like Pimp C, bro. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody. And to me, I classify him as the best shit talker rap has ever seen, bro. There's never been a shit talker the equal of. We've seen some great ones. Now, I'm not gonna shit on those, but we've never seen a shit talker the likes of Pimp C, bro. Like the shit you see in Charleston White, who the fuck you think that is? Who that sound like to you?
Oh yeah, he try, he get his little game and all that, like for real. The way Pimp C used to motherfucking lay it down. Like I'm with you. Like I'm gonna jump out the window because he definitely is up there on the pantheon of talking that shit. He's definitely, if he ain't the best, he's top 3. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing I loved about it was he was so real with it that the shit he said was some fly, provocative shit that had so much truth to it. That even like when he dissed Jeezy, when he dissed Hov, when he dissed certain motherfuckers, all these niggas who are all about the smoke, they be like, oh man, that's Pimp. The only nigga who said anything to Pimp and did something to Pimp was Master P.
And that's because they on a whole nother.
Thank you, because they like damn near play cousin, so P pulled up on them. Like, you ain't gonna talk crazy to me on no phone, nigga.
Not even just that. Them niggas, they had the numbers on them.
Yeah.
Right. Nigga got the numbers on you. He got the numbers on you, bro.
I don't know if you ever been to Cali. But yeah.
That's a lot of niggas.
Yeah, you ain't. Yeah. That's a different place, bro. From experience, that's a different place, bro.
I'm trying to tell you. Hey,
that's vertical capital. That's vertical capital of New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. Yo, man, let me jump in real quick, yo. Shout out to my brother Toga, aka the outstanding great Antoine. That's my guy right there. Shout out to you. Shout out to D-Lo 404, Reggie O in the building. Shout out to Karina, Andrew Charles. I appreciate everybody. Pittsburgh in the building. PGH Big Dog, Rob G, Ryder the Storm, Monica Hill, Charles in charge. I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. Let me know what y'all thought of the verses, man. Call in. Phone lines open. 470-705-9507. 470-705-9507. Let me know what y'all thought of the verses. Best moments of the verses. Best and worst moments, if you had any worst moments. Let me know. Going back to the show now. Got Megazord up here. Got my guy Clips in the building. What was the record that you was like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this one? Or like, hey man, they should have played this early or played it later. What did y'all think of the order of the songs? Like, did y'all have anybody? Did you any guest appearances that y'all wish would have came out that didn't come out?
Honestly, go ahead, Zar, because I didn't watch the whole thing in its entirety. I had to keep moving around.
Honestly, if I'm keeping it a buck, I was satisfied with the guest appearances. Of course, if Jeezy would have came out on Get the Road, that shit would have been great. If Hov would have came out at any time, the fucking Instagram would have crashed. Andre 3000 should have been there for Players Anthem though. Like Big Boy, how Big Boy show up and you don't show up. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I don't really have. I just wish A-Ball and MJG would have did Don't Flex and Push a Weed and Alcohol. Like I said, that's Willie D's song, but they still should like them shits go off. Like that's like every club in the South. Those two songs, like if they having like over 30 night, those two songs getting played, bro. Don't let them. If they have a 40, oh shit, they pretty much gonna play that whole damn playlist we just listened to. But that shit. Honestly, I was so hyped. I was so in the moment, but I was satisfied all the way around, bro.
Reggie said the crowd was trash, man. I thought the crowd was turned up when they was like, "Don't make me kill. You kill some motherfucking body in here."
Yeah, that's a difference right there.
like
you got me fucked up. We shoot slugs and hit targets. Meet Marq and chop haters up. Man, say, bro.
I thought it looked like the crowd knew damn near all the words, bro. From what
They
I was
started
reading.
getting crunk after Bun B charged them up and said we here. They got crunk after that, but before they was kind of you can tell they were older niggas. They had to get warmed up. They like a lawnmower that's been sitting. You had to press the goddamn red, the button on the side, the red to get the shit on, and yank the goddamn chain, yank the goddamn string a couple times. Like once they got warmed up, they were warmed up.
Nah, Megazar, I'm gonna tell you what really happened. Let's keep it real. The crowd was full of niggas that was our age and like 10 years older. Them niggas needed some Hennessy to kick in. You know what I'm saying? When it first started, they just woke up from there. You know, they took a nap like 2 hours before the show, so they were still, you know what I'm saying? The Hennessy had to kick in. But there, you ain't lying. That's why, like I said earlier, I did catch that. That shit just, when I was with Marq, when I was texting you, that's when Bun was doing that. He was like, hold on. At least on the stream, he was like, nah, pimp it here. Y'all better show out and everything. And it was like, yeah. The minute Bun said that, the next song they went into, I was like, oh my God, this is dope. That's why I started texting you like, nigga, you watching this?
Yeah, I was watching it right then. Hell yeah, man. I thought it was a great ass show, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Great.
I like I ain't gonna lie, that standout. What was the standout moment for you Megazar? Standout moment or standout song? Like, wow, shit got you charged the most.
Standout moment was definitely that Tila, because I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. That was.
But Tila came out.
Yeah.
Yes. Him and Jazzy Faye.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, and he came out looking like Tila too, boy. Dripped in the fur. Bun B was like, how I supposed to perform after that? How I supposed to do that, man? And what song did he do right after that? He did some pimp shit too. He was like, what's the pimp shit right here?
I think he did.
He did that. What's the song? Shay something. Twerk something.
Yeah, take it off. He did take it off.
Take it off. Yeah, that's what he did. Yo, now that shit right there had me charged up. Both of them songs.
Oh no, that's one of them joints right there, bro.
Another thing you notice too, if you listen closely to a lot of them joints, you realize how many lines from Pimp C that Drake don't took, Lil Wayne, like guys don't took little lines from the Pimp like throughout his career. Little one-liners on some, you know how Jay-Z did with Biggie, like they'll just take a little line or two and then add their own shit to it. But
right.
Yeah. But go ahead, I passed the mic.
Hey, I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna stay on this subject, but let me take a second to ask y'all, since y'all are Southerners and y'all are MCs. Will somebody remind these kids that if it wasn't for the bad business dealings and the behind the scenes fuckery, Tila would have been Jay-Z before Jay-Z? Because that Peace of Mind and that second album, what was it? What was the second album? I forget the Tila second album after that, with the Bye Bye Haters. If that second album would have got promoted right, because that first Peace of Mind album, you're talking to a military brat who was traveling during the years that album dropped, to where I was literally in everywhere from New York to Baltimore to motherfucking goddamn California and Arizona, all within a calendar year. Niggas bumped Tila. Sure enough, played in every city I was in.
To me, Tila's trajectory, Tila and Young Bleed had like crazy trajectories, bro. That was just like all of a sudden, bro, like Tila was a household name here, bro. He really was a true and so was Young Bleed. Like these two dudes were like my pick for the next. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you who.
Hey, Megazar. Huh? Nigga, what? Huh?
Nigga,
give a
what?
fuck?
Nigga,
Nigga, what?
Full of that weed. Nah, bro, it's definitely like I said, seeing this tonight, like, you know, they say, you know, we're celebrating the South. I mean, we celebrate the hip hop. Like, you know, for me, it's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is the southern region of the hip hop, but like all of it makes me whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, but especially this, because I was outside doing these times, like, and the shit was great. Big pimping, come on, bro. That shit changed. That literally changed the way niggas look at Southern MCs. Like, Bun B went harder than Jay-Z on, bro. Bun B ran Jay-Z to the point to where Jay-Z had to do another verse on the fucking video. When the video version, my stamina, he said on the can to P, my stamina B, enough for Pamela Anderson Lee. Like, he had to do another verse.
Yeah, he did. Now, I don't know if Bun B ran him off, but Jay-Z definitely, he admitted that he only had his regular verses, but after he got what UGK sent in, he had to put more to the song.
It is sell by the night. It's extra white.
Fuck
It's
no.
extra white.
I got so many hoes at the law, find out that'll land me in jail for life. But still I be big pimpin', spin the cheese on the road with Bun B, Timothy.
Hey, you had to, bro.
It's sell by the night. It's extra white. Oh, that nigga. I don't know. Ho went off on that second verse, but I get it too as an artist. Like, sometimes you'll send people your verse and your shit is already done, but they got your verse already, so then they can do their own thing. And then once you hear it back, you like, damn. Let me add one more thing.
Nah, Jay-Z had to add. Bro, it's the big Southern rap impresario. Coming straight out the Black Barrio. Makes a meal about for sorry holding the peep back and peep my scenario. Oops, my bad,
my scenario.
Well, I can't fuck with scared. Come
Scary
on, bro. Say, Jay-Z,
yo.
say, bro, he had to. And then Pimp C just kept it so short, smoking. I throwing up, keep that lean up in my cup. All my car got little wood. In my hood, we call it buck. Every man, come on, bro.
Ball at the
mall, holla at brawls at the mall. If you up, watch them all, nigga. I can't fuck y'all. If I wasn't rapping, baby, if I wasn't rapping, baby, I would still be robbing Mercedes, coming down and sipping daily. Come on, bro.
No way to out of bank. Hey, look, Pimp C had them ad-lib. He'll just come and nowhere with a that shit was crazy. I got my boy D-Lo at 404 boxing in the building. What up, my G?
Hey, what's good? What's good, fellas?
Man, we up here just reminiscing about this verses, having a good conversation about hip hop. Man, talk to me. What's on your mind, my brother?
Man, that thing took me back, man. I usually be already in the bed by now, getting up early to go to work, but I had to stay up for that one, man. Hey, it's like, hey, it was nostalgic, man. Listening to those tracks and looking at them guys interact and listening to what I'm saying, the energy of the crowd and of the performers. You know what I'm saying, man? It just took me back, man. I I can remember when I first heard of UGK. I got this cousin. She's actually my mama's cousin. She's like my mom's age, and she was a DJ at a radio station in Atlanta. And she had this it was back when cassette tapes was out. She brought me this UGK cassette tape. It was I think it was called Super Tight. No, it wasn't that. I tell you what was on it. It was like a y'all know how they used to have the little single tracks that had you'll have like two songs, you flip it over there, got the other song in the back, whatever. And it had Too Hard. I think it was Too Hard to Swallow or something like that. But man, I was what I'm saying, I wasn't even really, into rap like that at the time, but I kept it, what I'm saying, and took it home, played it, man. I was like, man, these boys all right, what I'm saying, started rocking it, and then they kind of like really, grew on me when they put them in that Menace to Society movie, that Pocket Full of Stones in Menace to Society. So, what I'm saying, it kind of took me back to way back then. I was a kid still in elementary school when Menace to Society came out, what I'm saying, and then when it come to Ball and G, I remember a good friend of mine, he passed a few years back, but I remember he put me on the 8-Ball and MJG when we were kids with that and they came out playing it, that Mr. Big. And what I'm saying? So when I heard that, man, it just, what I'm saying, it just took me back, man. And I'll say one more thing, listening to Bun B when he was rapping Pimp's lines, man, it gave me chills, man. I was like, man, this is unreal. You know what I'm saying? It was just, what I'm saying, it moved me. I mean, I usually my attention is kind of hard to keep, when it comes to stuff like that, because I'm always doing like multiple things at a time. But when I realized, you know what I'm saying, this thing was on, man, I set my phone on it and I just sat there. I didn't move from the spot. I was sitting on my little chase. I sat there the whole time until it ended. You know, so I didn't want to do nothing else. When I answered my phone, I went, you know what I'm saying, every time somebody called me, I just hit the ignore button, just kept watching, man. That thing was something serious, man. Hey, it would have been worth paying for. I'm glad it was free, but I'd have been glad to pay for it too.
Man, I'm gonna say this. I got the track list. They just sent it to me, but I don't think this is in order. But I'll pull it up on the screen. I don't. What's this song with Young Dro that right here? I'm trying to remember what that sound like. Anybody remember what that song was with Young Dro?
I believe that's the remix to Money, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the remix to Money.
Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Okay, but I'll share the screen. But this is crazy. They sent it to me like where you can listen to a little bit too. Let me see. Can I click and listen to it? Let me see. Okay, they send me to Spotify to listen to it. All right, cool. I didn't even know they did this. If you commented on the Instagram, they'll ask you like, hey, do you want to see the playlist afterwards? So they sent the playlist. I got Space Age Pimpin'. You Don't Want No Drama. Yeah, this ain't in order because You Don't Want Drama, that was way later. This wasn't the second song, so this is definitely not in order. I passed the mic. I'm just saying, I'm looking at some of these joints right here, like Pimp Hard, The Play Away. That was the joint they had with Mace. Like, they had some joints, bro. That 10 Toes Down, that was the joint with Big Dro.
10 Toes Down, yeah.
Off the 10 Toes, the album was 10 Toes Down. The song was Bring It Back.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't catch the like probably the first 15 minutes of it or so, maybe longer. I don't know. Did they perform that song? I forget the name of it, with the one that they did with that kid Lloyd.
Yep.
Yes.
Forever.
Man, that's a hard ass song.
Was it Gripping the Grain, Grinding the Grain, or something like that?
It's called Forever.
Bro, that shit. Say when that came on, man, that's the top 5. I know this may sound blasphemous, but that's the top 5 A-Ball MJG song for me, bro. Because it was like I went and bought the album thinking like, man, you know, this ball and MJG. And so I'm listening to it. I'm loving the damn album so far. Then I heard that Bangladesh, and they get to that song. See a nigga like me gonna get money till I get rich. Ride with a couple hundreds, and I'm like, damn, this shit jamming. A-Ball, MJG just, I keep a big old nigga beater heater. That's in my trunk on my photo with my 2-seater, bruh. That's
Go ahead. And after that, I gotta say something. Go ahead.
You got it, bro.
Let me say this. What do y'all think of? Did y'all see when he said, "Let me dress Gilly the Kid"? Did y'all see that?
Yep.
I didn't see that. What happened?
I got you. I got you. For the people who didn't see it, Paul, let me see if they're gonna. Is this the audio of it? Is this the audio? Okay, that ain't it. Let me see. Did they say it at the end? No, they didn't say it at the end. But basically, I'll read the quote. It basically said, while this is A-Ball and MJG had plenty to say in between songs. A-Ball seized the moment at one point to call out $1 million worth of game podcast host Gilly the Kid for supposedly getting a story wrong involving the late DJ Screw and Rap-A-Lot Records founder Jay Prince, aka Little J. And he said, "Yo, I remember late nights when this. I think this is this it right? These boys had me in the character." Okay, Gilly basically said, and this the quote: "Man, I remember late nights. This is when we first moved to Houston. I used to be with Lil Kiki. That's how you know it's a true story." He begins. "These boys had me in Carrington's on the parking lot, and Screw used to sell the tapes out the back of the car. When I walked up, that boy said, 'Man, I got everything.' He said, 'Give me about 20 minutes. All right." And another, okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, no. I'm gonna skip all of this. And I'll just read what Ball had to say. He said, "And another thing, while the world is listening, Gilly the Kid told a story about us running from Lil J one night out the parking lot. Gilly the Kid, you remember that wrong. You have never been in the car with me. My first gun charge was in Houston. You can look that shit up. And Lil J, We have nothing but respect for that man, and he ain't got nothing but respect for us. We never had to run from Lil J. You hear me, man? So get your story right and go back online and say who was really with you that night. What y'all want to say about that? They saying basically Gilly the Kid got the story wrong. Say, nigga, we ain't never had to run from no J Prince.
I've never heard that a day in my fucking life. I've never heard 8 Ball and MJG had to run from J Prince. Never.
All right, so that's what he said, man. I don't think he was neither. Reggie said he glad 8 Ball dressed Gilly the Kid. Yeah, especially if you got the story wrong, my G. Like, definitely clear that up.
Yeah, and I think you know what I'm saying, he said it, he addressed it as respectfully as he possibly could. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really like, you know, take a dump on him, but he's like, man, you gonna tell a story, tell it right, you know, especially if you put something out like that, you know what I'm saying? Cause that ain't nothing to just haphazardly put out there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame him for addressing it while he got his bigger audience as he had tonight. I mean, it was 20 at one when I looked, it was like 23,000 people watching the stream on YouTube that I was on.
It got over 100,000 when I was on. It was over 100,000 on Instagram when I was watching.
There you have it.
Yeah, that shit made me want to get me a fur, but I can't afford it. I ain't gonna lie. Shit made me want to get me a fur. I was like, man, I can't afford this shit. But
man, what you look like put some $1,000 shit up on your back?
Yeah, right. Hey, look, maybe I can go get me some raccoon shit or something. Get some of that Franchon Cruz weave she had on. Get some shit. Give me a coat made out of the Franchon Cruz weave.
Yeah, holler at Rolly, see who he get his from.
Oh, that's squirrel. That's squirrel all day. That's squirrel meat. Yeah, but yeah, you gotta, especially when folks get the story wrong, you gotta correct them on that. Definitely a good battle though, man. I ain't gonna lie. I just feel like it didn't get promoted well enough. I don't think a lot of people knew about it, and I know people right here in Atlanta who was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that was gonna be here."
They could have did it live. They could have actually did it on a Friday, and they would have did it more justice, bro.
Damn, why is that on a Thursday too? Right.
Like it would have did it more. It would have served a little bit more justice to. You didn't pick. These ain't just no anybody's. You picked the two groups that have always been linked together. Like 8 Ball and MJG has always been linked to UGK. Like that was always the running debate on which group was the best. And I would tell people, man, like that's like me choosing this cousin or that cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like these two cousins you see me with all the time, nigga. I can't choose either one. You put my foot to the fire, I'm gonna say UGK because I'm from Texas, but it's like I love them both equally.
I'm talking to your boy Brandon. He said he wasn't no big fan of Bun B.
I mean, he probably wasn't. I mean,
I don't see how you not like Bun B.
Hey, man, look here. Pimp C was his guy. Bun B was my guy. You know what I'm saying? I love Pimp C because as a rapper, I didn't like Pimp C like that. I love Pimp C because he was the one that was producing it. He was singing on them hooks. That was him playing those instruments in the background. Like that was him. Every now and then, like earlier Pimp C, I fucked with rap. Later Pimp C is like certain songs I rock with, but like with that whole the game belonged to me. I got Bobby by the pound, by the key, DJ Screw by like that Pimp when he in that bag, man, can't nobody fuck with Pimp C, bro.
What song is this right here? Hold on, let me hear this. Oh yeah. I'm Drake Tuffin, Trip Dot. No, what up? Well, it's Big Bun Beater, baby, Mr. Woodgrain. Bro. Yo, this shit was fire, bro. This shit was fire. And look, I know for a long time they used to say, hey man, this ain't no competition, this is a celebration. This is the first time in a long time this shit seemed like a celebration. Because these shits have really got competitive, even with the gospel people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isleys, they was competing. It wasn't no celebration. This shit right here was definitely a celebration, right?
Definitely, bro. It definitely. I mean, in my eyes, because I couldn't. So they was hitting me. They was hitting me with jab after jab, hook. You know, I was getting like whoever put the playlist together did a great job because they wasn't picking these. I know that damn well they wasn't picking these shits on the fly.
Somebody said Marq Nash be wearing that Labrador ginger. That nigga be wearing pit bull fur right here. Nigga. Got on some pit bull, some coyote. Got on some coyote skin. I just picked this up off the street the other day. Nigga got hit up. Shout out to Sheila Murray. Shelly Murray said Gilly don't know about shit. What Reggie talk about? He said Bun B kills beats. Not too many people flow in rhythm with the beat like Bun B.
Nah, man, Bun B something special, bro. Like, shout out to Reggie too, man. That, bro, when he did Wood Wheel, a lot of people sleep on that verse, man. That pro smoke, pro choke, anti broke, conservative liberal, left wing swinging, right wing hanging, then criminal court is civil. In the middle of reality, unsolved mysteries riddle, knocking over fat cats and getting my thoughts off bits and kibbles, bro.
Right, shit was crazy, bro. Check this shit, yo. This shit right here was my shit, yo.
Back up 86.
Oh my god.
Back to where he
Jazzy Faye on this hook because he was bodying this hook.
I'm doing. You shaking that. Come on. No different from the red. She's just the northern.
Oh yeah, man. That was just
hair extensions, long nails, booty thicker than gumbo.
Damn, man. Damn, bro. Hey, look, I'm telling y'all, man, two verses I still really want to see, yo. And I think this is a fair versus Mariah Carey and Mary J. Blige, yo. I think they the only two people that can compete against each other. Their careers went from the 90s up to now. And as far as hip hop, I want to see they can do Mobb Deep versus Gangstar and let Havoc and Premier do the joint. You know what I'm saying? Since both of them were the producers and the lead rapper has passed away, I think that'll be a fair matchup. But yeah, man, I'm excited about the next verse. I just wish I wish they was promoting this shit better so you can hear about it before it came out. You feel me?
Yeah, this was definitely should have been promoted better because this was a versus people was actually asking for.
Yeah, man. I like that Get Throw, Take It Off, Let Me See It. Knocking Doors, that Draped Up, of course, was dope. The Game Belongs to Me, Big Pimp was crazy. Chopping Blades.
Yeah.
Murder. David Banner out, that was crazy too. When they did Your Everything.
Yeah.
Off the 2 Trill album, that shit was crazy. But go ahead.
Bun B did the murder verse, bro.
Yeah.
Say, bro, that's like, bro, that's one of the best verses I ever heard in my life, bro.
So he said, I grew up on 3 6 UGK, Outkast, Tupac music. Tupac music just isn't the same. Nah, man. Yeah, but it's still good music out there. Like, you gotta look, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find it. And it's easier now to find it than it was back then. Back then you had to go to the store. Right now you got everything in your phone, so it's easier to explore and find new music if you're really looking to find it though. But you gotta look for it. But it ain't that hard to find.
Right.
All right, you got anything you want to add? Anybody got anything else?
And I was gonna ask, like I said, I missed the first little bit of it. Did Bun B perform that song? It's called, what's it called? True Story or whatever. You know, where he talk about, you know, how they got started and all the things they went through coming up on the label. Did they perform that?
Nah, I don't see that.
Nah.
What's the name of it? Y'all know the name of the song?
But I don't think they. I'm looking at the track list right here.
Okay.
All these songs right here. Front, back, side to side. I know all these Pocket Full of Stones. They didn't do that. Tell Me Something. What they did, whatchamacallit did my MJG did my homeboy's girlfriend though.
Yep.
That shit right there is a great story, bro. often left out of good storytelling. When we talk about great stories in rap, Shay often get left off the list. But that's a great story, bro. Go ahead, Pastor Mike.
No, that shit was, like I said, it was just a night of highlights, bro. It was a night of highlights, you know. And they was giving each other, like, you could tell it was real genuine love up there, bro. Like they were celebrating.
Man, MJG's a hell of a performer, ain't he, man? This
Yeah,
motherfucker
bro.
got his win, his lunch. He'll be doing the MJG dance. If you know the MJG dance, if you know what I'm talking about, you know it. If you saw it, you know it. He do this look where he's like kind of in steps, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not pop locking. Yeah, he's all I can't describe what the MJG dance is, but he was doing his little moves, man. His breath control, delivery was pretty good. Twister.
Yeah.
Twister got up there and got busy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
Middle of the night. Ooh, say the boys did middle of the night. That shit say, bro. Wow.
Them boys got some hard verses on that Stay High too. With 3-6 Mafia.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They had to perform their verses off of that song, man. That'd have been, you know what I'm saying? That would have been it.
Yeah, nah, that's, man, bro.
I don't think somebody said something about Beyonce versus Mariah. I don't think that's, man, Beyonce in the
Nah, that ain't fair.
That ain't fair. That ain't fair.
I'm gonna be real with you. They must gonna let Mariah Carey records play because her voice is out of there. Oh. Beyonce can still sing at Beyonce's peak. Like Mariah Carey's voice, out of there. Never heard of it. Out of there.
But what I'm saying is, like, when Mariah came out, Beyonce wasn't even around. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's more of an even battle for both of them. You know what I'm saying? Mariah and Mary J, because they both had, you know, their careers been about the same length. They both had highs and lows in their careers. Beyonce,
but Mariah highs are way higher than this.
What?
Mariah highs are way higher than Mary's, bro.
Her highs were high, but Mary had some good joints. Mariah fell off a couple albums, bro. She had a couple fall off albums.
She did, and so did Mary J. That's why she had to go to
But I'm saying when Mary J's albums, never mind. I'm just saying Mary J had some hits when Mariah was low, like that. No more. Not Gonna Cry, and when she was doing all those No More Drama shits.
Family Affair, all that.
Yeah.
She got some big.
And then Mariah came back with that piff. that piff
Emancipation of Mimi.
Yeah, that
shit, that album right there, bro. She can go.
She can win a versus with that motherfucker. She win a versus with that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm about to say she can face somebody with that album right there. Yeah, but some of them joints, man, the Mariah's joints, man, the remixes and shit was dope with the raps, but shit, man. Mariah had that voice, bro. Her range, man, was just so crazy, bro. But I like Mary J. Blige, and I want to see her in the verses. And I like Mariah Carey. I want to see them in the verses, but I don't see who they can go against other than each other. Unless you mix Beyonce in there, and I don't think that's fair to either one of them against Beyonce. I just thought this was more of an even fight.
Well, honestly, Mariah Carey got bigger records than Beyonce. Like, but they would actually have to like sing, but like, you know, Beyonce, she can't, like, Beyonce could go against Rihanna, even though Rihanna can't sing nowhere near Beyonce. But in terms of just streaming numbers, shit, Rihanna got Beyonce beat.
Yeah, I ain't never took the time to look it up.
Well, no, like, no. Facts, like, you trust me, if you look it up, Rihanna is way more streamed than Beyonce. Then you got to understand, like, her career became prominent around the time of streaming, like Rihanna's did. Like, Beyonce got 4 or 5 joints that niggas went to go buy out the store. Like, people didn't really buy Rihanna till Umbrella. When she was doing that Pondy replay shit, nobody was buying that. They were looking the other way.
That shit took off, bro. I didn't fuck with it. But I'm looking right here. It says Rihanna has sold 60 million records worldwide. Beyonce has sold 118 million records worldwide, and another 60 with Destiny's Child, making her the best-selling.
She sold more records.
Making her the best-selling music artist of all time. One of the best-selling music artists of all time.
She definitely sold more records. She hasn't streamed more songs than Rihanna, is what I said. Rihanna has more streams, but that's what I'm saying. Beyonce come from the days where people actually went.
Niggas can loop that shit and stream it. One person can get a lot of streams.
Yeah, but it's different when you going diamond when a nigga going to the store and buying it. That's different.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's.
I was talking about that a couple days ago.
Yeah, that's totally different, bro. Like going to the store. I know 10 million people. 10 million people went to the store to buy this. Not they looped your shit on replay and listen to it. Nah. That's bullshit. That's for that. Somebody going to the store and like we used to see people camp. I used to see people camp out for Beyonce CDs, like a line outside of Best Buy. I'm like, man, I'm not trying to buy no Beyonce CD, man. I'm trying to get this goddamn disc cleaner for my PlayStation, man. I don't give a damn about no Beyonce CD like that.
I forgot what was in these boxes that Bun B was giving everybody. What is
Trillionaire shades?
Okay, some shades. Gave everybody some shades. And UGK, and A-Ball MJG, they got a drink or something in the back, right?
Space Age sipping.
Okay. Dope, man. This was so dope, man. This was so dope. The guests, like, I really appreciate these guest performances, the energy from the artists, the energy of the crowd. Crowd really seemed like they appreciated this shit. And I'm mad as hell. I was like, I ain't know nothing about this shit, bro. And I'm right here. I be talking to y'all goofy niggas about boxing every night. I'm missing this good hip hop right here in the city. Fuck y'all niggas. I'm about to get back on this hip hop shit, yo. I'm missing this dope ass concert. My wife was like, "You don't want to go down to where it's at?" I was like, "Man, I don't even know where it's at." As far as I know, that shit it looked like it could have been at the compound or something. Somebody gonna tell me where it's at though. But where it was at. But yeah, that shit was dope, man. I enjoyed it, bro. I enjoyed it. Let me see the survey. Who people saying won this shit? I saw a lot of people typing in the chat. It was like hip hop won or the South won and shit like that. But man, okay, UGK. It's a slaughter right here. 81% saying UGK. Damn. Yeah, I thought it was amazing, bro. I had a good time. Did not expect this, but shit, it was good for me, man. I had a good one. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add? Feel free, man. Jump in.
If boxing can deliver anything close to what them boys just delivered tonight, like think about Tank and Roller, you know what I'm saying? If they can come anywhere close to this type of delivery, you know what I'm saying, it'll be an injection in the arm of boxing that it needs. But we won't get that. Boxing can't get out its own way. So you're right. You know what I'm saying? We probably should give our time and energy toward other things more so than boxing, man. I can't even bring myself to make content on my channel right now, man. I'm so aggravated with boxing. But I definitely enjoyed what I got to witness tonight. I'm gonna watch it again or listen to it again tomorrow at work.
Hell yeah, certain verses have good playback value. The Locks one had great playback. Matter of fact, not really, because that was kind of such a one-sided ass whooping.
Yeah, that was
this right here has a great playback value because it was good music on both sides. I can't think of too many verses that have this great of a playback value. But both sides of the field was, first of all, you could tell they truly enjoyed each other. They respected each other. They knew their songs. They had cohesiveness. And it looked like they started on time, my G. Like right when it was supposed to start, they was right there. I was like, how about that? So you got to respect that. But go ahead, I'll pass the mic.
Nah, it was definitely great. I didn't have a winner. Nigga, I won. Like I got to pick a winner. Me, I won.
Look at Buddy on the stage right here. Look at his mouth dry. He blow like a motherfucker too, but he is just so amazement.
Yeah, he's out of there.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm here seeing this shit, yo. He's having. Look at his face, right?
Yeah, he space age sipping.
Yeah, and smoking.
For real.
He's smoking. He just looks like, oh my God. watching my heroes up here, and I'm glad they did this while these brothers still alive, man. Because yeah, we've been losing some good ones, man.
No, this definitely was under promoted, because this is a gap. Like, this is something that can get, like, this shit galvanizes people of a certain age group, because we really were outside doing this shit. We watched this shit in real time. We experienced this in real time. Like, you can't fumble. You can't fumble. This is Verzuz second time fumbling some shit. You can't fumble this. Like, no disrespect to Onyx and Cypress Hill. Man, them niggas was like, Cypress Hill stayed around longer, but ain't nobody really fucking with Onyx like that outside of that first album. Like, I don't know who's nobody check for Onyx after. Like, once Fredro started went solo and them niggas start acting in movies, won't nobody checking for them like that. But this, bro, this is at least 15 years of in your face. Like, we was dealing with this shit every day, bro. Like, every day, every year, like every school year, like, this was definitely something that it should have been promoted better. But even without the promotion, it still got up to like 100K, and that was just on the Instagram.
Y'all know what's
turning up, yo. Look at these niggas. Look at my boy Goody Ma. These niggas are turning up in that bitch. They having a blast. Let me see what song was this. Let me see what song right here. Yeah.
You gotta turn up on that, bro.
Yeah, Pimp Hard. Yeah, they look at them, man. They turning up, bro. They having a yeah, man. This shit was good, bro.
Big plus Cadillac seats holding me up. Niggas hating because I'm always doing big boy stuff, man, bro.
Hey, what was wild though? You know, I heard Bun B on an interview about a month or two back, and he was actually talking about they was, you know, still trying to get this together, you know, with you know, everything going on with the pandemic and all. And he was saying that they actually were supposed to have done this. I can't remember when exactly he said it, but I can tell you what pushed it was I don't know who she did a Verzuz again, but Patti LaBelle and somebody did a Verzuz.
Shit, Gladys Knight.
Yeah, that's the reason they didn't do theirs when they were supposed to, because they decided to go ahead and push Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight. And he was like, you know, you can't do nothing but get out of the way of that. So that's when they came back to the table. So it's crazy that they didn't really advertise this like they should have, considering that they already pushed it and then, you know, had to put it together later on. You would think that they'd have really promoted it and put it out there to the people, let them know what's going on. Because even though I knew they were trying to put it together, I didn't know when. I didn't even know they had came to terms, because he did say something about, you know, they still were trying to get the money right. And you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know they had came to an agreement that they were gonna do it, when they were gonna do it, any of that. So, you know, when I just happened to see it pop up on my phone, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I had no idea it was on either. Like I said, I missed the first little bit of it. But I tell you, man, I'm glad I caught it. I'm glad, you know, it's accessible when we can just go listen to it anytime we want to. And I'll say one more thing about it, man, with the amount of hits that those two groups got, man, they could come back and do another Verzuz and not play any of them same songs, not perform any of the same songs, and do just as well.
This is one that they should do a tour. Like, if they did this tour, come on, bro.
I think both of those. I think they was on their Legends tour together, I believe. With there's a lot of other acts too. But I get what you're saying. If it was just you know, Ball and G and Bun B on tour together.
Yeah, they ain't got to do a lot of cities. They can really just hit the South.
Yeah, you're right.
They ain't got to do a lot, man. And look here, they can charge $70 a ticket. Man, that ticket to get bought.
That's a fact. I don't even do concerts, but I would go.
Yeah, that shit was. Like I said, bro, it was great. I couldn't have been happier. It was one of those ones, man, where I was just rapping my ass off the whole time. the whole time. My adolescence played right before my eyes.
That's it. Hey y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and drop off here. I don't want to fall asleep like I usually do when I get on the panel. I'm gonna go ahead and just go back to the chat and let it play in the background till I fall off.
It's all good, man. I'm about to wrap this one up anyway. I appreciate you.
Hey, appreciate having me, man. Y'all be good. Man.
You want to plug your channel or anything before I let you go, D-Lo?
Nah, I ain't doing nothing over there right now anyway, man. It's all good.
He said, fuck that shit.
Appreciate it.
Shout out my boy D-Lo 44 Boxing, man. Said he don't got pissed off with boxing, man. He said, I don't even want to do no content right now. All right, man. Shit, this was a good one for me, man. I ain't gotta we ain't gotta make it an all-nighter. Shoot, talk to me. Anything else you want to say before I let you go?
Nah, I pretty much said it all, bro. You know, I was just happy to experience this, happy to come on the show, man. I've been fucking worked like hell, man. Been thugging, but we shall pop back for a great reason. We will pop back up for air for a great reason.
We was building on it the other day, man, behind the scenes of what we're gonna do, and that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be a very good show. And I probably won't have an open panel for that one. It'll probably just be us chopping it up. Some people can call in, but if I don't know you, I don't really want you on the panel that day. I'm trying to learn something that day, not really debate stuff with niggas that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then, like I said, then we popping out for another momentous occasion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, it's always a pleasure to break bread with your brother. You know, I got nothing but love for you. The greatest facilitator on YouTube. You know, shot with my brother Marq, man. He got the merch. He's a great engineer. A great overall man, bro. Like, what can I say? And we got it's an ill shirt coming your way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, niggas know where the sauce came from. The neighborhood. Just nothing but love for you, big bro. We're gonna keep rocking. I'm gonna take my ass to bed before I'll be, you know, zombied up in the morning.
Absolutely, man. If y'all like this show, like this content, man, you can watch the playback on my backup channel, Marq Nash Live. Go to Marq Nash Live, MarqNash Live, and you can watch the replay over there. With that said, my guest will get the last word. Megazord, when that Fire Ass album gonna drop, man?
Yeah, man. We looking second week of June.
Right around the corner, man. All right, we're gonna blast that shit off over here. We're gonna have a good time. Gonna have a little album party for my boy. We're gonna blast that shit off, play that shit from front to back, and do the interview with him, let him break down the songs and talk to us about the records. All right. So with that said, man, thank you so much for your time and energy, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
All right, man. It's been another great episode of Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and anything else you and I feel like talking about. Always remember, man, dreams require sleep, goals require effort. Go out and get your goals, man. This has been a hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. You know why? Because life is serious enough. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
This that squad sound.